Hey, welcome to Mallard Creek Esports. We are coming back for a new season. In the back, there are some highlights of what the Valorant team did during a tournament 3 months ago. There is a new season that is starting right now. Vessel GG has started esports for schools since last year. There are so many different types of games with cash prizes. NBA 2K24, Rocket League, and Super Smash Bros. Have a cash prize of $25,000. Valorant has a cash prize of $45,000. If you like playing video games and winning money, sign up. The sign up link will be in the description. And thank you to Vessel GG for doing this. At the time of this video, they had just announced that varsity players would be getting free jerseys this season with their gamertag and school. Weekly meetings are held on Thursdays from 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. in room D206. Stop by and play some video games. Subscribe because later on we will be announcing the players for each team. Enjoy the highlights.
Out well enough for those defenders in Mallard Creek. We opted for the defending side after the map was picked. Power does get Kimchi. One player remains, and that is going to be Mikultra, MyCultra. Trying to see what they can do, but they only have half HP against 4 players. They have the spike at least, but rotation taking a bit too much time, and I feel like they're going to be caught unaware as they go through mid here.
Yeah, there's no way you're winning this one. Low HP, you may find a kill or two, but not even that. Anxiety or amexity, anxiety on the Killjoy. They're instead bringing a Sky a Sage entirely. So some switches, and I can't figure out why.
Maybe based on the comp of the other opponents and what they're seeing there. I mean, there's been some time since that group stage as well. Got to see a bit of an overhead there of the site as it is being contested on both angles. Eastmech, again, just having a struggle bus of a time on the attacking side against this Mallard Creek defense, who have not even dropped a single player yet. The Viper, weakest there, just one tap at that. But again, it is an eco round for them. They have to save up as best they can. It's only round 2. So you can't really judge a book by its cover. That is these first few rounds. But not the greatest start from them since they were only able to get one player down before. And now they haven't gotten a single one yet.
Yeah, they've had some difficulties, but it's the first couple rounds. That's a jump scare.
It's now 4-2 taking down Eastmech. So before we get to an even stronger lead for Eastmech, maybe that timeout's exactly what they needed to take down the other competition. But good game, clearing the corners here. See the Viper ultimate that is up, covering the B site. Yeah, they're still trying to push onto it and get some shots here and there. But Red, I don't know how they were able to get Scarlett Johansson, but good for them.
They were just sitting under the window. The fact that they get out is the surprising part. 2 separate players see them, and the spray just doesn't go through. I'm surprised they didn't try and finish that one off. There's a flank coming through. This is the final recovery we've been looking for out of Mallard Creek, but a wall off, and Disco can get aggressive. They'll heal themselves, wait a few seconds, and there could be a re-engagement here. Wait for it. As soon as Kimji does so, there's the re-swing from Disco. Perfect 2-in-1 setup as they regain that man advantage.
Oof. Looking good for the side of Eastmech. Keeping the pressure going here as best they can. Sir Disco. Not much they can do there. Bread with the shotty. Got one down before, but have to back off the site. Know that their teammates will back them up as best they can, but 6 HP in a dream, not too much they can do. Hopefully flash and support their teammates is the best that they can hope for at this point in time. But the spike does go down, which does help out the confidence of Eastmech, but it won't secure them the victory just yet. So I do have to take down these players one step at a time.
Disco already taken down Jayla, though. That should spell the round over. I wouldn't hate a save from this point. Bread has Seekers available, yes, but they're still going to go for this. You've got a Bucky and a 2v4, and you have the spike down. It's gone for 20 seconds at this point. Unless your Viper finds a kill immediately, which they do, and you find a follow-up. I don't know. Now your Seekers can become a lot more viable.
Oof. Defuse coming out, though. The shot's going through, and it's still not enough. Are they going to get it off? It seems like they will somehow. Getting the defuse on that play, there should have been a shot coming through instead, but no.
That you need. And it ends up coming back to bite them. I cannot believe they even go for that retake on 6 HP, much less stick it through a smoke, again, on 6 HP. A short breeze would have blown them over. Somehow the flash didn't.
time ticking it down between these two teams to see who's going to initiate first, get that first blood. And well, it's Scarlett Johansson, but a quick trade for Power. Good look out of Power on that play too. They've been taken down first a lot of times in these first couple of rounds. We're already at the halfway point of the half, and now the rotation's coming through all the way to the B site with the spike, but there's almost 3 players waiting patiently. Power going back towards the A side. A shot will go through, and Kimchi does take down Anxiety. Bread onto Good Game, and this is an interesting split between these players, but you see that a long rotation from the Sage back to try and support the B push, now all the way towards the A site. They're just taking their time and a little bit too much of it.
My question is, why do they go to B? They had the entirety of the A site minus Heaven, and they decide to rotate. I understand if you're rotating and you can get there quickly and you know you've already taken out utility, but there was still Killjoy utility. You now have a Resurrection. Mike Ultra caught with their knife out. Somehow Bread not taken out. Will, no they don't! Bread finds 3!
What a huge shutdown. Spike not even down just yet. Sage, the last one remaining, is going to go and initiate the spike, but really just a couple shots coming through. Could deny it. No, it does not. 1v3 situation, but they all got partial health, so it is possible for them to get this clutch. We'll see if it comes out, though.
They have the opportunity. The issue now remains the lack of information for Sir Disco. They have to worry about the flank because that's being walked in on, and they have to worry about utility that can be dedicated. Watch the Snakebite be prepped here for Power. Their shoulder's seen.
Flash.
Good guiding light. They don't force him all the way around the angle, but as soon as Brad swings, it's 5 kills for them in the round. One of the few instances where you can find 5 kills, yet not the ace, as we see the tied-up scoreline once more.
What a good maneuver.
Gotta say, that's one back for EastMech that, again, could have been theirs and should have as soon as they found early A-site control. For some reason, Mike Ultra is walking around with their knife out. They lose that fight. And the fact that you find 5 kills there as Bread, while you should have been cleared first thing, that's one you gotta be thanking your lucky stars and thanking the fact you have good mechanical skill as well. Already an opening kill. Showers completely dusted down. Scarlett Johansson quickly taken care of. The Black Widow reigns no more.
Sent back to the gulag on that one. Turret down gives the information that they are on the B site, and so does the Viper wall go up real quick. Bread, who else to pop off? But finally, they are taking down from their Killing Fury. Sir Disco, speaking of, 2 pieces they're able to take out of the pie of the other team, but Power has had the number of good games so many times in a row. Silva comes through, no connections either. Anxiety, nice look. 2-on-1 situation yet again for Sir Disco. They're going to teleport all the way to the other end.
What? Go! What? I don't understand why they're waiting. What are they waiting for? A written invitation? Are they saving?
Good question. I don't know.
Are they intentionally... You wait 15 seconds for the other team to rotate onto the site, and then you push the site. You don't have your wall, so you can't plant the corner safely. And now you have the 1v2. I am the most confused I've ever been casting Valorant. You've seen both players. You've heard...
Economy-wise, they're not doing terrible, but they could be doing a lot better if they did get that spike down.
This game could very reasonably be like 6-3 right now.
Yeah,
in 2 of the last 3 rounds, they've had a very definitive chance of winning, and arguably they should have won. Regardless of the skill conversation, strategy-wise, they were basically shoo-ins. And yet, Bread finds 5 kills, and now, for some reason in a 1v2, you sit in the teleporter like you were allergic to the floor outside of it. Oh no, and Bread hasn't been cleared. This is such a problem. This round's over. I'm saying it right now, Bread has not been cleared. If they push this B side, this round's over.
Nah,
Luckily,
they're rotating around. Yeah, smart enough to not do that. Went to the teleporter, split as well through the mid. Now everyone rotating quickly onto the A site. Good game with their ultimate. Trying to dance with the blades against their opponent's throats as best they can, but nobody really biting at this point in time. Finally, someone goes down in Power, taking down Scarlett Johansson. Nobody clearing that area.
They clear it, but they don't find the kill. That's the problem. And now look at the rotation. There's 4 members here available, and nobody's doing anything about it. Double for Vash. They end up finding a headshot onto Kimchi. This round may be over again. Power's just going to reswing, finds a headshot, almost sprays for the second, but Sir Disco, they're distracted. Jayla will finish him off, and it is 4 consecutive rounds. Somehow, as EastMech, again, had a much more reasonable shot, yet couldn't finish.
Unfortunate spot to be in, too, because the timeout came through, and That's not what we like to see. We like some good sportsmanship, but nonetheless, Matler.
It's looked extremely clean for them afterwards. If EastMech can't end up finding real estate control and converting off of it, I don't know what's going to happen. We haven't seen all that many useful flashes out of the guiding lights. There's one on to B. Well, no one's here. Unless it's a bait, I don't... And it's an unsuccessful bait. You've seen one player and everybody's staying on that A side. I say as the Viper starts to rotate. And the Rays starts to rotate, but they'll go back.
Oh, man. And good game. I talked about how crucial they were in getting some of those monumental victories for EastMech. They've been taken out so early a lot of these times, but also not as effective as we're used to seeing. Trades back and forth between both teams and 3v3 situation. As I say that, Cultura looked really good on that kill. Got the wall down, they got the spike down in a better position this time, and this is the first time in a while we've seen the spike planted by EastMech or it not have a chance to be diffused by the other side. Nonetheless, though, Brad with just a shot through the, I don't know, something to take down my Cultura on that play, and Power on a Scarlett Johansson. Who else but Sir Disco, last player remaining, Power with a clutch.
I cannot believe, again, it's a scenario where they're just out of position. The shot you saw into the Omen was from Heaven, by the way. The fact that you expose yourself to Heaven with the wall.
The entire team of Mallard Creek is coming from at this point in time, and they probably could have easily gotten a pick here and there, so awkward positioning. MXID is going to counter them on that, specifically Scarlett Johansson in a bad spot here too. Wall comes forward, and Jayla just patiently waits for that to happen.
But
interesting.
They either had packet loss or disconnected again. Keep your eye on all chat at the bottom left, because there's no way that Sir Disco just sat there looking at them through a smoke. I'm pretty sure they were caught off guard by network issues. Unfortunate to say the very least. Damn Anxiety, nice kill and a good game. That should spell the end of the round. My Culture 1 versus 4.